Yo guys, we're back for another episode of our career mode with Paris FC. Starting today's episode off where we get a transfer offer for Lebon, our centre back. We decided not to sell him, even though the defence is what we need to improve on. We wouldn't have exactly got as much money as we would have needed to bring in another centre back anyway, so we didn't bother selling him. But straight after that, we do go in for a new centre mid, 18-year-old. 62 rating from Paris Saint-Germain, our rivals in this, trying to obviously be better than them in this career mode and hopefully take off one of their prospects out of this side. We try and get a bit of a wage deduction on his price. It doesn't quite work out. They want 320,000 for him, which we go ahead and accept because I think that's still a good enough price for how old he is and everything like that. It's definitely worth it because you know he's gonna improve and hopefully he'll be a good player just to sort of start off in this season and then maybe get better, sort of like a Sabara sort of level player like he is in our Burton career mode. If you watch that, I'm hoping this guy will be like the same sort of styled player in a way, which we then go into a contract offer with the player and his coach person, whatever they're called, is they want a sporadic squad role, which we go ahead and give them. We want him on a 5-year deal because at the end of the day, because he's so young, we want him to be here for as long as possible, but he says we only want a 2-year deal, which means he's only going to be here till he's 20. But depending on how this season goes, depending on how this season goes, really, it will be whether he'll be playing a lot of games anyway, I think, but more so off the bench. And if we stay in this league this season, then he'll definitely be playing the majority of games next season, probably not even off the bench, because we are losing a lot of players at the moment through like contracts things, which I still don't know what's going on with them because they're very confusing. For the fact that I offered a couple of them, if you'd seen in my previous episodes, I offered a couple of players contracts. They accept the contracts, but then it don't actually carry through and say that they've accepted the contract, and I just don't know what you're supposed to do in that, like with that, to help it like go through. But it's looking like a lot of players are going to be leaving this side, so we need to be signing as many players as possible, really. But for the fact of trying to get promoted, for the fact that then we'll have a lot more money to play with next season if we do, which they do go ahead and accept their contract offer. So that is our first signing of this transfer window, and I think it'll be a very good signing. It'll be a good prospect at least, and hopefully, like I say, depending on what happens this season, it will definitely be a big part of our team next season if we do not go up. If we do go up, he'll still be playing quite a few matches coming off the bench and stuff like that, as he is playing his debut in this match here, which we're hoping to go ahead. It's a cup game, hoping to go ahead and go through to the next round of this cup. But for the fact that now that this is the 3rd cup game in a row. We had this cup that we're playing now, then we went into the other one which we got knocked out of, and then we're back in this cup again today in this episode to start it off again. We don't have another cup game after this though, so you ain't got to worry about that. But straight from kickoff, they come forward on the ball, trying to make that space in the middle of the pitch, take a massively long distance shot off there, but it just goes wide from Gimbert. Not a very good shot, really. Probably should have done better for the fact that he didn't have to take that shot. He just decided he was going to take a long distance shot when he really didn't need to. He could have easily got into the box, but like I say, he didn't bother to try and do so. And luckily for us, it remains at 0-0. As we play the ball around in the middle of the park here, try and get the ball into the box, which we do so, but Farrat whips a shot just wide of the post. Unluckily for us, doesn't find its way into the back of the net. like we would have hoped it to, because we really wanted to get off to this game in as good a start as we did the last one in this competition, because we started the last game off with absolute fire, and we had to play that man again, Abua Cisse, because of how well he's been playing in the past few games. And hopefully we'll try and get him up in his stamina so he can play a few more games, because he is playing very well. As we get into the box here with St. Louis, who gets his shot just saved, and the defender clear it behind. Unluckily, can't find his way into the into the back of the net. St. Louis has been our star man this season by far. He's been absolutely brilliant. But the corner didn't actually come to anything. So we do come on another attack a few moments later in this game, trying to attack down that wing again with St. Louis on the ball, who cuts inside. He takes a shot, it gets saved, but that man is there again. It's Abua Cisse with another goal for us. It's 1-0. Abua Cisse is our best striker at the minute. He is absolutely on fire. For any game he's playing, he's scoring. If he ain't scoring, then he's creating chances. But today, he's the one that's scoring goals. And absolutely brilliant for us. As you see, he does get the header off. But I think, if I can remember rightly, he doesn't actually get awarded the goal. I don't know if it's this one or there's a different one. But I know that in one of them, he does get the header off. And it looks to me as if it is his header. But it doesn't actually get counted as his goal. But this one does. And he does header it off the defender's head, but luckily he does get awarded the goal, and it is 1-0 to us in this cup tie to hopefully try and secure us another place in the next round. As we come forward on the ball again, trying to make that space, we do just that with a beautiful ball through, and it's Pierre-Emerick to make it 2-0 here. Absolutely brilliant pass there, straight through the defence, and puts it in calmly into the back of the net from that man. He has been absolutely brilliant all season. And it's Cisse with the assist as well. So he's got a goal and an assist in this game. But Pierre-Emerick in this season has been absolutely phenomenal. Ever since he came in at the beginning of the season, he's been our prospect. And he is now a 69 rated centre mid. I believe he's gone up about 3 ratings or so now. And I'm so glad that I signed him instead of the Marchetta, because he has absolutely been on fire in this season. But they come forward on the attack, trying to make that space and trying to get themselves back in this game. As we try and get the ball clear, it doesn't go very far, only as far as the left back there. They get it back into the box, and it's opened up, and it's in the back of the net to make it 2-1. And it's looking that way again, that we're going to be going down from a 2-goal lead. We've done it so many times this season, it's getting tiring to say it. And it's now 2-1 at this point. It's not going well for us at all. For the fact that was an easy ball to defend against. And like I was saying in the last episode, I believe it was, the defence seemed to get opened up. It's either the too narrow or the too wide, and I don't know why they do it, but they seem to be able to open the defence up, and Tramone puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-1. But straight from kickoff, we try and come on the attack, but they steal the ball straight off of us, feeling hungry for the second goal to get them straight back level. As they go down the right hand side here, they cut past the defence, and no one's doing anything here. We try and get the ball clear. The ball gets sliced horribly, and the ball ends up in the back of the net once again for Tramone to put the ball and make it in to 2-2. And honestly, what was that clearance? I don't know what happened, whether the ball was too slippy for him there, but it absolutely slides off the defender's foot, and D'Lo, it ain't even D'Lo, it's I think it's the older keeper. Can't actually remember his name right now. But he should have done so much better there. I was hoping to play him in this game, thinking he'll do better than D'Lo would. And that's why I played him. But clearly I was wrong. But on the 90th minute, we do come forward on one final attack to try and get the goal in this game and try and hopefully push us through to the next round, as we play a ball through to Farrat, who beats his man and smashes it in the back of the net to make it 3-2. And it is a brilliant finish, and it's that man once again, Farrat, saving us at the final hurdle. He's done it so many times this season, and he has done it once again. And it is absolutely brilliant for us to see him on such good form. And like I say, I ain't been playing him in many league games, but I have to start doing it if he's going to be providing goals like he is at the moment, because he is on fire. It ain't so much that he's scoring goals in the games that we should be scoring a lot of goals, and we are scoring a lot of goals. He doesn't seem to do a lot. But these crucial goals, he seems to be scoring so many crucial goals this season. That's why I need him to be playing in the league games, because we are absolutely dreadful in the league games. And as we've proven here, the only games we seem to be winning is the cup games at this point. But we do actually play this team that we've played in this game in the next game in the league. So hopefully we can get the one over on them again. As we finish this match 3-2, they'll be looking for revenge in the next game to try and push them forward in the league and hopefully try and get us higher up in the league, because we're so far down the league at the minute. We should be so much higher, but we're not. We are, I believe, a sort of mid-table side at this point, and it's just not good enough for our side. Like I said in a lot of episodes, this is the team that I thought I'd do so much better with than I did. I thought I'd struggle with Burton and have absolutely smash it with this team, but it's clearly turning out the other way. As you see, we're in 9th place at this point, which honestly I don't know what's no, that one even is. I think we're in 12th or 13th right now. And Farrat, and like I said, I didn't actually play Farrat in this game because he was a bit tired after the last cup match. But they play pretty much the exact same side in this match, with Gimbert up front and players like that. But we do come into this one trying to pull it off and try and get the double over this team in 2 games. Can we do it? As we see, they come forward on the ball straight away. Dilo, I don't know what is happening with him. He is so bad. I don't know why. He's a good rated player and he's got like equal stats. But what was he doing with that header? There should have been no chance for that ball to go in the back of the net. The first shot should have been pushed wide and went out for a corner. And it isn't even Dilo. It's that man again that absolutely screwed us over in the last game. He's done it again, but Nora has put the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0 in this game. But straight from kickoff, we do come forward on an attack to try and get us back into this game as quickly as we possibly can. As we pass the ball down the wing with that man again on the wing. St. Louis trying to cut himself in. He takes a cross, but he couldn't quite get Meyer's head on it. But it does actually go out for a corner as the defender heads it wide. Pierre-Liege gets on the end of it and smashes it across goal with an absolute thunderous volley. It was basically the same. I don't know. It's basically the exact same volley. Well, near enough anyway. I think this one was more difficult. But if you've watched my last episode, yesterday's episode of One Club Hero, then you would have seen a goal exactly like that. Because we've scored 2 volleys, and like I said in yesterday's episode, that's something I normally really struggle with, is scoring volleys on any FIFA. But 2 in 2 episodes in 2 days, and Pierre-Liege has done it again. He's scored and put us on level terms here to score another very nice goal, and probably one of the best goals this season. As they come forward on an attack to try and put themselves back in the lead, but Nores smashes a shot against the defender's leg, and luckily it goes out for a corner. As you see, they take a shot from long range and it just absolutely fizzles off his foot and goes miles wide. I don't know what he did there, but it didn't go very well. And we come on another attack here as we try and play the ball through. They try and play the ball through, shall I say, and they do so. And again, a very shocking finish. Ends up in the back of the net, and it really, that, I would have took the first goal over this goal. I thought the first goal was absolutely shambolic, but this one takes it to another level. Honestly, I don't know what happened here. It just slides under the keeper's arms. He makes the save and then it hits his leg. Oh man, I really don't know what's going on with this team at the minute. It's just not absolutely terrible at this point, as they take another lead at 2-1 now. We're just not doing good enough as we come into the second half here. A few moments into the second half, as they slide a fantastic ball through, and it ends up in the back of the net once again, and it's Gimbert to score the goal to make it 3-1. Honestly, at this point, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Everything's going against us in the league. They just don't want us getting promoted. As you see, it was a very nice pass. I'm not going to take anything away from this goal, because it was an absolute peach of a pass straight into Gimbert, and he puts it into the back of the net. The defender, the goalkeeper, probably should have done better, and it seems like the ball went through and the defender just stood there that was marking Gimbert. But there's nothing we can do about it now, and that was the end of that game. It did end 3-1 as we beat them in the last game 3-2. They beat us in this one to get one over us on us to make it 3-1. And Nora getting the man of the match, as you see here. They played very well. I'm not going to take anything away from them, but they did get two very lucky goals, and they really didn't deserve it that much, to be honest. Not the goals that they did score, at least. But that is the end of today's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and peace.